Happy Wednesday, everybody. Yes. I'll call right on time.
Yep.
Did you see if it worked on the first time? I sent it on the IG. Shake thing right on time. Let's go. Cancel. Oh, wait. Try the invite from your side. Oh, there we go. Right on time. Fingers crossed.
We got action. Hey.
Oh, we live early. First, first life in the building.
Oh, pause. There we go.
You hear me on the headphone yet?
Yeah, I got you. I was just turning off notifications. What's going on, people?
Let's do this. Oh, it's not doing it.
I got some people joining early. I like it. What's going on?
See what happened when you 5 minutes late? Everybody on time. Uh, Tech in the building. Thanks for joining.
Indeed. For the early warm up, how did everybody make out with yesterday's weather? Because yesterday was just wild.
Yeah, if you had a patch job on the roof you've been ignoring, oh man. Yesterday was a reminder for that, man. Gotta get the patchwork done, get the asphalt singles up and running.
Yep.
I know they make
Yeah.
a killing out there.
Yeah, man. For my New Yorkers, the BQE was ridiculous to say the least. If you happen to be going towards the Verrazano, it was literally, I hope you had snacks in the car because shit wasn't moving.
Yeah, when too much water in the city, man, we can't function. It's like snow in the south. After a while, it's just we can't go nowhere. Like we could drive through snow, we feel like, but when it's rain and flooding and like the low valleys is just blocked up because my engine can't be submerged. There's nothing we can do about that, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But thankfully I didn't hear anything too bad about anybody getting hurt or any structural damage. At least I didn't hear about it today. So that's good initial news.
Always, 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 always. But otherwise, how was the week though? We said it was 30 degrees at 5:30 in the morning, windy, no rain. Ah, yeah. Oh, wait, Tanya, you deep though. You're not in New York. I think she over. I think West Coast.
Yeah. Now my week so far, I mean, what is this, like the third official work week? Second, whatever. It's already flying by. So far, same old stuff, man. Just maintaining exactly what I'm responsible for, trying to make sure that start off at a good pace. But I think the one good thing I'm doing this year is trying just not to get in too involved in the weeds like I used to be. Kind of let that live to my manager or let it live to the person that owns that area. Because once you provide help, man, once you dig yourself that hole of trying to be the chief everything officer, as we talked about before, they will not stop coming to you. So definitely starting off the year like that. How about you, man?
I like the fact that you're starting off with some self appreciation for self. That's the way we got to do it. Like you know what I mean. Like as soon as you let your time be somebody else's time, your time is now gone. But other than that, week was going. It was work. You know, like you said, third weekend already. It's been moving. No crazy hiccups at the job, but on the personal side of life, family man coming and going. Unfortunately, had a going away service earlier this week. But outside of that, man, it's been going, man. Just getting through it.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Definitely looking forward to another weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the girls do their thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they got their game spaced out this weekend, man. They be killing us on Saturdays. Like it's not the playoffs, but whatever, man. It's for the kids.
Listen. It's the perfect title for today's live, right? The unwritten rules of having a family. Like
Big facts. Big facts.
yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
nobody said you had to commit this much.
Yeah. Yeah. All your best laid plans go out the window, and you know how they say, man. You want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans, and
Man, listen,
yeah.
keeps everything moving. Keeps everything moving. Man.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you about how the end of my last week ended, right? Friday morning. Friday morning, and, you're a dapper gentleman yourself, you know what I'm saying? You might put that shit on every so often, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, every outfit's not, you don't go for 100% every day. You don't want to overkill it. That's, you know what I mean? You don't want to overkill it. But some days you do, though, you know what I mean? You throw the 100 on. Then when this last Friday, I felt like I had the 100 on for the work. You know what I mean? Not real casual. Had a little color in the tee matching the laces on the shoe, real light. You know what I'm saying? It was a good morning. I had coffee with the missus. Everything was rolling, you know what I mean? Kids caught the bus. No emergencies. Go outside. See this little green thing sticking from the back of my tie. I'm like, what's that? Say, no, not on a Friday morning. They wouldn't do that to me, right? So I went out there, had the boot on me, man. I was sick. Well, hey, I had to move the car. I was already going outside. You know, it's funny. It wasn't even a leave situation yet. I was just moving the car seat from my car to the baby's car, right? I was just like, I still got to move the car seat, so whatever. So ripped the chair stick off. I was like, these niggas, man. Called the job up. Hey, man, I'm gonna be a little late, 20, 30 minutes. I figure, nothing crazy. And unfortunately, now I know the routine. You know what I'm saying?
You're a repeat offender?
Hey, man, it don't get no better, right? So I know, hey, they need a copy of the insurance. Boom, got that in the phone. No problem. Right? Upload on the computer. They need a little registration drink. Take a quick snapshot of the photo in the window. Boom. They got me. What's up, Steve? Right? So I'm online. I'm on the phone. And then you ever been on hold so long to go, hey, if you want us to call you back, press 9. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm like, it's 20 minutes in. I'm like, I don't really have any more time to wait. So like, you know what? Fuck it. Press the 9, hung up, called right back anyway. So I was like, boom, now I'm kind of waiting on 2 lines. You know what I'm saying? I figure I'm working the system.
Gotcha.
Bro, 2 hours later, somebody calls me on the other side. I'm like, what? I'm still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on this side. So I clicked over. I'm going to hold on 2 lines now, right? So now I'm like, all right. Finally get through. Long story short, 3.5 hours later, 8-minute phone call. Done.
Damn.
So now I go take the boot back. Same guy. He's like, hey, I'm like, ain't no A here, man. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, just put your email in. You know what? The receipt let you know. I put the KN in. Whole shit popped. He says, what? You been here before? I was like, just give me my receipt, man. I gotta go, man. But man, I woke up feeling cute that day. You know what I mean? Had the shoe match and the lace. Went from cute to boot like this, bro. I was sick, bro. Whole Friday was a waste, bro. Like, there was nothing I could do about that, man. But my big question to you was: is there a male version of the term cute? Like, you can say I felt handsome. You know what I mean? Might delete later. Like, you know what I'm saying? But is there a cute version for men?
Oh man, I think that's just what the kids calling it now. Shit, that just shows you I don't know. For me, it's still fresh, man. I'm still hanging on the fresh to death. You know what I'm saying? But that sucks, man. When the tow guy knows you by your first name, that is not the best thing. There's a lot of places I like to save my payment information, but it wouldn't be for that. But yo, man, hey, listen, you got through it, man. Yeah, man. It
was just a whack day to start the day. It was like the last day of the week.
Yeah.
Thought everything would be super. Everything was scheduled to be smooth. That 4-hour bump pushed everything back. It was whack. It was so whack.
So now that makes me flash back to when they used to leave that damn sticker on the damn window. That shit used to piss me off, man. Like, the ticket wasn't enough. You had to let the whole block know with this big neon green sign that yo, you was in a parking spot. You need that shit used to piss me off, man.
Yeah, the adhesive they use on that sticker is I don't even think it's regulated at Home Depot. Like it's not. I remember I got one in front of your crib. I was out there. It's weird because I think we went away and came back or something. So it's kind of baking there for like a good couple hours. I was out there with Windex and a razor for like an hour just trying to get that shit off. I was sick that day.
Yeah, it wasn't until I think a couple times of scraping and fucking up the window, somebody told me just use hot water. That bro, I was like, you get out of here. It was like, I'm telling you, boil hot water, pour it on there. That shit, it literally just came off like nothing.
Melted
just
off
melt right off.
I'm a little tight. I scraped some stickers in my day. I'm a little tight about that.
Man. Oh yeah, no, you ain't lying. But yeah, man. So staying on the fashion tip, I'm trying to mix it up at work. Sometimes I do the collar shirt, the button down, the suit, and then sometimes I do the crew neck or the V neck. Trying to mix things up a bit. Yeah, but I got some crew necks that they ain't really like crew necking and V necking the way I need them to. They're a little funny around the neck area. So this crew neck I wore last week, there's a little wrinkle around the neck area, but fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a G. I went to work thinking nothing of it. It was shout out to it was laundry and cleaners day, right? So now I'm out there with the crew neck or the V neck on. And I go to the gym after work. So now, mind you, I folded up this already unraveled V-neck, and now I went to the gym. So now I'm pretty much running back home because this is the same day that me and you got to record last week. So now I'm running home. Mind you, guys, I just got out the gym. Hair is looking crazy. I got this crinkled ass V-neck on, and I'm on the train. So I'm standing in a corner, and these three people keep looking at me like I don't belong here. And it wasn't until they got off the train, like somebody got off the train, I could see myself in the window across. I look hit, bro. Like I look like I did not, but I look like I stole the coat I had on. I was like I just looked like the type of nigga that was about to walk up and down and be like, Jesus is the way. Give me change. Like it was so good, bro.
So he definitely got a bee behind his back getting out of here.
Cause I'm standing there and I'm just like, wow, all these people like this one lady kept giving me the side eye and I'm looking at her like, what's your problem? As soon as I could see myself in the reflection, I was like, oh yeah. I look like I was about to do some shit. Oh yeah.
Funny. That's funny. Yeah, man. Got to be careful, man. It's funny when you have the ability to go from chic to bum and not even notice it. Just quick. You know what I mean? Moving through your day. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't care that day, but now people looking at you funny. That's crazy. That quick.
Yeah.
Did you catch the clip of the dude who he was getting sentenced in court and he didn't like the way it was going, so he pretty much just cleared it like in a single bound, like on some Batman shit. Like I was just wondering about his whole mental process on that. Like, did you see the clip at all?
Absolutely, bro.
Those that didn't say, those that didn't get to see this here, Judge Mary K. Kothis. She was out here, doing her judge duties. Some people come in, some people repeat offenders. This gentleman that day, I just caught his last name was Redden. He happened to be a repeat offender. She's like, listen, man, you've been here before. I've let you go before. You came back again. I got to send you somewhere else, right? You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of her saying, I got to, we need a harsher situation. My man took like 4 of these and just jumped, cleared it, and tackled her pretty good. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, she ain't got no gun or nothing back there. Like, I guess she felt she never needed it. I got a security guard right here. They be watching the back door. Who's going to be stupid enough to do something? Wait, the Tanya say that was here. Here where? Oh, I thought she was there. I was like, wait, what? But my first question was, what could possibly go through your mind as a criminal to go, you know what? I got to take her out right now. What's your goal here? What is your goal
here? Listen, man, I think I don't think there was a real thought process. If you see the full video, he is like the gaslight king. You know, shout out to all my gaslight kings. He was the gaslight king, just giving all these weird, non-valid reasons for why he shouldn't go back to jail. He's like, yeah, I know I stabbed, I robbed, I shot, but I'm good now. Like right now, I'm not doing anything bad. Therefore, I don't deserve to go to jail. So now, in the process of his launch, he didn't fail the launch. He just launched with failure. And I know that as soon as he got into solitary, that was the instant regret, and he's gonna replay that moment in his mind for the rest of his life. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's on court TV and HD camera, like mad angles, yeah. Just like
yeah.
Oh man, but unfortunately, he had to come back to court because she didn't get to finish her sentencing. So he came back, but now they got him overly locked up, like Hannibal Lecter style, like mask over the face. He got like big orange gloves on his hand with no fingertips. Like that man's called him super nigga. Yeah. Like, he just cleared it on a single bound. But like now he's there with the whole Hannibal Lecter get up. She's like, yo, what I was gonna say last week, I'm gonna just keep it G and repeat it right now. I know you was going through something personally. Hey, I can't help you with that. You're gonna have to come back at a later date and time to talk to somebody else about that thing that you did, because all that was a problem. Those quick 13 charges. Matt A, love you, bro. And she's like, listen, you're still gonna go away for this 18 months that I was gonna tell you last time, but just know at some point during these 18 months, probably the next week or two, you're gonna be back for some other shit. You got 13 other charges you gotta go face as well. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm happy she kept it G. But I mean, I'm pretty sure the amount of security there that day, like the photos of him and Hannibal Lecter, his two security guards on the side, was like, I wish you would brief money today. I can't wait to shoot you on TV. Like, they can't wait. Like, you know what I mean? I felt bad for him. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they was making all kinds of jokes about the the bailiffs. I think they're still called bailiffs, right? The bailiffs not getting paid enough, so they saw homeboy go running like they're just. Because and it's still like what Fave said, man. Like what I'm saying. Hey, listen, I've had a life before I got here. In the actual courtroom, I'm trying to look at the logistics, bro. I'm thinking like, how much like what's the ratio? What's the time frame? Like I'm thinking he was looking at it like Denzel in Equalizer, like 16 seconds. I got 16 seconds to clear this desk. Get enough velocity in my calf. He was wearing Jordans. And
he was. Boy had a 48-inch vertical at a minimum. Like 40. He cleared it. He cleared it. No knees, nothing. Got right to it. Went right to work. When I seen the pole fall in the background, I was like, oh man, he back there. I don't know how many punches he got in, but security was just like they just looked around like, is this nigga real? This is really happening? Oh shit! Like nobody was really ready.
I'm telling you, I think the bailiffs would probably have sleep, bro. I think they were just like, all right. She said it's a regular day, and you say ain't nobody that's and he fucked around and found out, man. Like, And I love the line, man. You know what I'm saying? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Man, he fucked around and found out. That little chart. Man, he fucked around and found out for sure.
Yeah, man.
Good luck with that, man. It's gonna be a rough trip.
But the thing that's killing me now is I gotta get the exact pronunciation of his first name, but I'm seeing Diobra Delone Redden. That's his name.
That's probably why they wasn't giving me the full name when I was first looking for it. Like, he just kept giving me Redden, and I was like, all right, maybe he's one of those Madonna dudes. Like,
like I tried to go to like.
Damn.
Yeah, like I tried to go to like different sources just to make sure it wasn't like the internet messing with me. But if anybody can send us the actual pronunciation of this guy's name, that shit had me right there, man. But yeah, man, crazy. But I saw High Life, man. We are not co-signing this at all. We were just amazed at this unwritten rule in his head that he was going to solve his problem by attacking the judge.
Like, he's gonna beat into it. All right, you can go. Like, what was your goal? I just don't understand the goal. Like, all right,
Problem solved.
yeah, like, why didn't you just tell me you was this angry? I would have been said, nah, you can go. Like, what the fuck? Like, I
Like,
don't know.
when you put it like that.
You know what I mean? Like, you should have, like an email would have sufficed, but you serious. All right, I'll let you go right now. Oh, man. Good luck. But quick sports news, man. Quick sports news. Listen. Wait. Tanya, always on time. Diabra.
Okay. Diabra.
Like a ghetto Diablo.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's like what the ghetto version of a Diabra. Diabra. Matter of
Diabra.
fact, it's like the French version. It's not Diabra, it's Diabra.
How's Diabra's mac and cheese? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you did there.
We right back at it. She can make it too. Oh, man. But, this is to all our streamers out there, as far as YouTube TVs, your Hulu TVs, and anybody out there, added a sports package back in September to see our good man, Mr. Hanson, Scott Hanson, they call him, on Red Zone. Give that man his goodbyes. Just tell him thank you. Take that $10 off your bill, bro. We loved you, man. Best 18 Sundays in the books. Nobody does it better, man. But hey, give your internet service provider a quick call. Let them know we don't need that sports package no more, bro.
And don't get frustrated, man. Like, it takes a while to tell your phone that you want to go to the website, not the damn app, so you can manage your account. It took me all day yesterday. I was getting frustrated over here, man.
Every time you do, your app open up automatically. Go to the website. What you think I'm trying to do? I put www. That's what you want me to do. And they got you running in circles on purpose. It's our 10 now, so no, it ain't.
It's a psychological game, fellas. You got to be in it for the long haul.
He said they really want you to get in front of a monitor. I said no. That's what I'm doing it right here on the train.
Yeah.
Also on the YouTube talk reminder, tomorrow, man, go live one more time. YouTube only. Mr. Fabe Soul Davis himself. Should be a real dope conversation. We got a lot to talk about. You got to definitely get some shit off his chest. But if you're here now, you got some time tomorrow, come check us out. 8 o'clock. YouTube only. Links will be out about 6 or 7. Should be on time and late. So you'll see it tomorrow. But come check us out if you're around.
On time and late. But it is important, like Kenny said, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At some point, y'all, we will be transitioning this live to only the streaming sites, right? IG, as you can see, sometimes we're on time, sometimes it takes 10 minutes, sometimes we got finagle a bagel, but we always show up. So, but please make sure you subscribe, because at some point we will be doing most of these lives, if not all, on YouTube. But go ahead, bro.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, got to give kudos and shouts out to Mr. Harbaugh, man, over in Michigan. The Wolverines, they put the work in, man. 15 wins. We had some allegations early in the season, brushed those off. You know what I'm saying? Couple of college football choices and committee. We said, we're staying out of that. We're undefeated. We beat everybody. We're going to stay where we at. Number 1 all year long. But hey, it did the job, man. Salute the gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you think it'll be that bad of a blowout, though?
I told you. Me and you spoke right before the game. I was like, I got the funny feeling it's not even going to be close, right? And even though, like, after the half, you thought Washington was going to do something, them boys woke up, man. They said, we ain't gonna have this Alabama shit happen again. Yeah,
not at all. And the defense just smothered him, man. There was nothing he could do about it. As good as Phoenix is, he still got some passes up, but he got some mentals up too. So it is what it is, man. But hey, shouts to them. Unfortunately, he can't come back another year. It's like his 6th year, so he has to either go to the league or put that degree to work. But we'll see what he does.
Yeah, I was worried about him at the end of the game being all hurt, but I know we're gonna dive in that tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but also we'll get to the end, but it's a ton of sports stuff that happened this week. But a few things we do gotta talk about. All right, let me make sure I say it correctly. For those that have been in the sports world to some extent, there is a high school player who's I believe he's out in Indiana? He's somewhere far, not too close to us at all. Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Two-way player. Plays basketball and football, real good. Might be D2, inching towards D1, but he's looking to get into the college game. White gentleman, but his name, the spelling of his last name has gathered a lot of attention. It's his last name alone is Knigga. You know what I'm saying? upon reading it, if you're thinking of the word night, you keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? But like Noah, nigga, like it was weird. Like it was the way it was rolling off the tongue. Felt like I said it 1,000 times, but I never knew him. You know what I mean? But it seems the correct pronunciation is Noah Kananga. Noah Kananga. So although it's spelled like nigga with a K in front, CC right on top. It's really Kananga. You know what I mean? So I just want everybody to see that, understand that. Mr. Noah Kananga, he is out there. But announcers were having a field day as far as how to introduce this man to the crowd. And someone's going all in. I've seen a couple of basketball announcers like, no one nigga to the line. I was like, I don't think he pronounces it like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting some shit off his chest in his voice tone. But if you was out there recruiting, would this guy be on your list on name alone?
Absolutely, because if he's good, this just adds to his marketability, right? This is going to shake up the world of sports in a way that nobody ever thought of. Because imagine the advertising capabilities. Imagine the uproar of all of the woke activists out there. He's going to bring so much attention to this team. He could go to the Alaska Kickers, and that team is going to get all the social media press in the world. So it's crazy.
Good stuff. It's crazy. And I was curious. I had a funny tweet last week with RG3. I was like, listen, at this point we gotta talk to the nigga family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't feel right. And lo and behold, RG3 went out and had a quick little live stream with the whole family. That's when, I got the real pronunciation, Kanega. You know what I'm saying? But what bothered me during this little interview, RG3 pulled out a piece of chicken mid-interview. I don't know if he was rubbing the nigga thing in a little bit or he just had to be hungry, but I've never seen him eat mid-interview ever. And I've seen him on TV kind of last 4 months. He's been outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never had a drink and even in his vicinity. Is he doing too much at this point?
Absolutely. Eating during an interview is not the way to go, man. I don't care. You don't even see Shannon and Ocho do that in this nightcap. So he was definitely embellishing and selling the moment of interviewing a person with a name that symbolizes the N-word. Definitely.
Keeping it on. But another way to say the N-word, this is one quick last thing on the end topic, as they say. Last week during College Game Day, Reese Davis, he's been doing it forever. But the Alabama quarterback, his name was Jalen Monroe. He has a brand called Lank. It's an acronym, LANK. Right? During the show, he's like, yeah, and it stands for let a naysayer know. Pat McAfee was up there. He's like, we kind of held his neck like, yo. I thought you was going there, bro. He's like, it's true. He's like, well, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? We pulled it out. I was like, oh shit, he got a reply. You know what I mean? But they kept it clean. But Jalen Monroe, quarterback at Alabama, he has a brand called LANK, acronym for let a naysayer know. And the entire game day crew for a half a second thought it was going somewhere else, but they kept it clean. I don't know. I gotta get a link shirt or something now. Like I had to. At some point, I just have to add that to the closet. I have to.
Definitely.
Did you see the Nike Tiger news?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, since Tiger said he wasn't black and got caught trying to like have relations with like 8 different chicks, I don't really pay attention to Tiger news that much.
Quarter century, they kind of just split. I just want to know who gave the "it's not you, it's me." You know what I mean? When people break up amicably on social media these days, everybody wants to, hey, who did what? Like who dumped who? Like I gotta know like who really pulled up and said, yo, it's not you, man, it's me. But we can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I think you Nike might have pulled that card first, man.
You're probably right, man. He's that far down the radar at this point.
Word. Other than that, though, listen, there's a lot of sports that happened this week. We're not even going to cover it all today. If you guys like sports that much and you love our point of views, we're going to drop something Friday morning for y'all, covering a ton of topics. Nick Saban retires. What else we talking about?
Oh, yeah, man. We're going to get into Aaron Rodgers being removed from the Pat McAfee show. A lot of controversy around him being on that show. And Pat McAfee himself said, I'm done with you. Don't come back. but we'll see if he honors his word. And then, of course, the NFL playoffs start this weekend. You know what I'm saying? But we won't be able to catch it because we got to support these young up and coming WNBA players. You know what I mean? But if you got right, so if you got Peacock, it will feature 3 black head coaches: Mike Tomlin from the Steelers, D'Amico Ryans from the Houston Texans, and Todd Bowles from the Buccaneers. So we'll dive into that a little bit more when we go into the FCP Sports Edition.
Our Clippers giving extensions, man. A lot of stuff going on. But yeah, catch us then.
Yeah.
Outside of that, man, talk to me, man. I know you work in the medical field, right, bro? But talk to me. Are you a doctor?
Listen, man. So this healthcare segment is as Kenny said, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on FCP, y'all. You know what I mean? And I do that because for several reasons, right? Number one, I am in the field, but number two, a lot of this information doesn't make it into our communities as often as it should. So we hope to take this platform to bring that right to your living rooms, your kitchens, wherever you're watching us at this moment, right? So number one, if you have been an FCP fan from 2021, you should know what Pandalina Spice means. Every episode when we were talking about anything related to the pandemic was named the Pandalina Spice. If you want to go back and check out those old episodes so you can see how we delivered it, feel free to do that after the live. But I don't know about y'all, but after New Year's, even a little bit before New Year's, people been sick. I was on the shuttle yesterday. This dude coughed 4 times, and each cough sounded like he was dying more and more and more and more. And everybody in the shuttle, fam, had the side eye like, yo, what's going on with your man? Like, yeah, I'm on the shuttle that goes from the east side to the west side. But just like you said, we didn't think he was gonna make it. So, but the New York State Department of Health just passed a recommendation for the masking mandates to be back in effect, especially at healthcare facilities and residential facilities. It is just a recommendation for now, since there's been a significant increase in COVID cases. I know several people who have been sick for a while now, and you know that it's really bringing on those feelings of 2020 and 2021 a little bit. And they did warn us about variants. This stuff tends to mutate. I know we've been getting together over the holidays for New Year's, partying it up, all that stuff. Well, make sure y'all be careful out there. If you have a mask or if you have a low immune system, I suggest you do mask up. Just be careful out there and look out for anybody you know that has any comorbidities, any underlying health conditions, and look out for the elderly, of course, as well, because they can be truly affected by this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We also talk a lot about Amazon. Amazon has been delving into healthcare a lot. If you listened to us a couple lives ago, we told you about them partnering with One Medical to start virtual services. That is telehealth. All right, you check in on your phone. You can talk to your doctor. Hey, man, I don't like the way this eye keep twitching. What do you think I should do? He tells you what to do, and you go from there. Now, they are partnering with Omada. It is a virtual first healthcare provider focused on treating and preventing chronic conditions, including diabetes and hypertension. What race and culture do you think has a high probability of diabetes and hypertension, aka high blood pressure? Us. And I'm specific with Black men. We are at the top of this, right? So it is very important that Amazon is now taking this route, because if you really want to channel healthcare, you have to make sure that you have the lives. And this partnership brings a lot more awareness of what Omada brings as far as diabetes and hypertension education right to the user. So you could be shopping online trying to update your workout wear or get something new for the house, and also get some real cool education about your health. So Amazon is really, really smart about this, and I really like it. And then the last thing I have here really quick is our governor in New York, Kathy Hochul, had what she called the State of the State. And predominantly what this address was about was addressing the mental health programs in the city. and also looking at how to bring down expenses on people to bring them back to New York, because I don't know if all of y'all live in New York, but it's expensive out here, y'all. Like it's crazy. I think Earn Your Leisure said the other day you gotta have like at least $1 million to live comfortably out here. I ain't got that shit. I don't know about y'all. And if
I
y'all
ain't got
do, hire a nigga. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
straight up. But she addressed a lot of things, but one of the cool things she did address was curbing co-payments for insulin, for people who need insulin. If you remember, and we talk about a lot of this stuff on the live, man. So that's why we always ask y'all to check in with us. Eli Lilly actually brought down the cost of insulin medication earlier in 2023 because Medicare would actually changed the payment as well. So now they're looking to now say for those people, like drug costs are so high. I don't know if any of y'all have paid for medication lately or have went and gotten any for your parents or anybody else. Drug costs continue to rise and your employers continue to cover less and less. So this is why this is so important, because as we also mentioned on this live, medical debt is one of the highest reasons for financial crisis for people. So the state is looking at how to mitigate this. Now, where does the cost fall? If you're a taxpayer, if you work in the healthcare field, it may kind of hit your pocket. But the hope is for the greater good. This is a good decision, but I really like this this proposal. Now, of course, it's getting a lot of pushback because it is going to hurt the pockets of big pharma, but we'll see how it works out.
I don't know. I know you said you're not a doctor, but I feel like I just left the office, bro. I'm not mad at you. I'm not even mad at that. Now, I mean, I got to talk to somebody about this copay, but you know, I mean, other than that, that's what's up. Everybody here, including me, appreciate the FCP medical updates. I did see one question from Keith. Did you happen to know the stock that Amazon was going into with the Armada brand? Are they creating a new one, or it's all Amazon?
Oh, it's all Amazon. So right now it's all partnerships. Yeah, right now it's all partnerships. You can tell the one medical move was big. It was just a startup because that's a telehealth virtual care company. Now with getting all of these companies that have been doing the research, have the education, you now empower these providers to provide services. So now they've hired a bunch of providers. I think United Healthcare is another company that's really hiring a lot of providers. You're starting to see a lot of these big companies try to now facilitate the service. The wildest thing I've heard is that your average brick and mortar hospital may eventually change to more of an ambulatory care or even more of a telehealth service because the costs are just too much, especially here in New York City.
Yeah, man. FCP Medical News, giving it to you when we got it, which is often. Got to tune in. Another thing I want to pick your ear about. I know you're also very heavy in the diversity, equity, and inclusion chapter as well, branch movement. A lot of things you can call it. But I did catch a bit of a discussion on CNN on the Chris Wallace show. And I never watched the show. It was weird why I happened to catch it. But they had a pretty interesting panel as far as trying to discuss where DEI is in present time. It was leaning more towards the fact that it was on the beginning of a decline as we move further and further away from the George Floyd murder. Now, I do recall when it did happen, there was a lot of more activity, so to speak, in DEI spaces, making sure everybody was included. There was enough equity to some extent going around, at least the talk of equity going around. I don't know if anybody actually got paid more, but the talk of there being better equity amongst different personnel was definitely in the woodwork. But on your side of things, do you see a decline or a pullback from, I guess, superiors and corporate life way above, no longer pushing it as much as they was a few years ago?
Mm-hmm. So, I got to start with the disclaimer. What I'm about to share are my thoughts and my thoughts only. They do not represent where I work or anything like that. With that said, it's going to be masked over, or I should say under, securing the bottom line. There are financial crises across the board, right? That's just the way it is. We knew that in 2020, when the main focus was around well-being, mental health, healthcare disparities, socioeconomic issues, environmental racism, that every organization was rushing to be the innovator or the first to send a message or the first to show that, hey, we love Black people, we love people of color, we love all minorities, all underrepresented groups. This is what we're doing to address them. Now that the money may be wearing thin at a lot of these organizations, what you're either going to see is the pivot to, well, we got to stay afloat, so the priorities have changed, or you'll see organizations that find creative ways to sustain the diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, connected, all those things together, because it is important. Now, one organization I'll give you a clear example of that is very creative with it is the MTA. We did have the pleasure of sitting with the chief accessibility officer over there, Quamel Arroyo. And what you'll notice over the next 10 years with the incredible budget that they received is you will now not go, I think, further than one stop before you are able to have a accessible train station, meaning no matter what your living ability is, you'll be able to have access to that train station. Right now, you'll hear on the train, this train station is accessible.
Correct.
But the whole goal is for every other train stop now to be that way. So there are organizations that are in financial crisis too, right? Because every time MTA need money, they raise our fares. So the question is, what are the other organizations that are facing the decline, to go back to your question, going to do to facilitate it? But there is a decline. There really is. You can see the shift from we care about you, we care about how you feel, we care about your inclusiveness and your voice, to we need you to do your damn job because we in trouble.
It's a fact. It was a quick shift, man. It's a very quick shift. But
Yeah.
as far as a panel discussion on DEI, equity inclusion is one thing where you feel you may not have to look the part, but when diversity is also a main focus of that group or that conversational piece, is there any crew that you would personally select to be on a pretty good panel to discuss all of these options in real time?
Oof. I love Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is amazing. I think she would be great in any conversation with anybody. I like Trevor Noah. I think as funny as he is, he knows his stuff when it comes to a lot of history around race and how messed up our history is. Nicole Hannah-Jones, from her work with the 1619 Project to everything that she's doing around really discovering the history of equity and how things are going right now. And then it's tough to round it out because those are the three I would say at the top of my mind that I think would do justice. But you do need that one person to come in there and kind of be the advocate, the devil's advocate, because there is another side that is the unwritten rule of DEI, which is if you focus in on one group, how do you call it inclusion if you're only focusing on that one group? And that's the one thing that is very hard to answer, but it's a great discussion to have, to know both sides.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And I was asking you that question because I was a little, not nervous, but I see a lot of time on mainstream media, some political topics and viewpoints getting like the Skip Bayless effect, where I didn't play the sport, but I'm talking about the sport, and a lot of people are seeing my thoughts on said sport that I didn't play. So when a non-person of color speaks on a person of color issue, it kind of, not that it feels weird, not that you can't study that and be great at the knowledge of it, but it just feels like you didn't walk that path. So your take on it, I may not take it serious as I feel someone else that did take that path, But hey, you live and you learn. Don't keep trying it. But diversity needs to include everybody. That's the purpose of inclusion.
And to your point, no doubt. And to your point, the bigger disrespect is when there is a person available and they're still not involved in the conversation. So that would be the equivalent to me telling you, let's get a guest to come in and talk about architecture. You're right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, you want to ask me no questions? I can answer that one if you want to take this one.
Exactly.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's it, man. But yeah, DEI, healthcare. Yeah, man, giving y'all a lot of gems today, man. And it's early too. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky tonight. But yo, man, we're getting into the main topic this evening. Unwritten rules, my good brother.
Mm-hmm.
Porter Boswell, racer. Yes, he has a very good podcast. Porter
Mm-hmm.
Boswell. Thanks, Keith. Keith always got the gems on the low.
Keith is the man, man. Shout out to Keith, man. Got a nice new role. You know what I'm saying? Let a brother hold something, Keith. I know you're good now. I know you got that first check already, man. What's up, man? Let's go to Morgan's or something. I know you're in Brooklyn.
Just carve some time out the work week. Carve some time out the work week.
For sure.
Oh man. But yeah, man, Alaska Airlines.
Yes. Bruh. So I don't know about y'all, but I get on planes like I'm never scared. But I'm fucking frightened. You know what I'm saying? But I've gotten used to just tricking my mind once I'm on the plane. What you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do? Like at this point, we're about to take off. If it's your time, it's your time, right?
Sadly.
Exactly. So in a rare case of events, on this past Friday, January 5th, a refrigerator-sized hole suddenly opened on an aircraft carrying 177 people from Portland, Oregon to Ontario, California. Now, I want y'all to just hang on to what I just said. You are in a plane. You hear ridiculous noise happening, right? Some of you probably been on a plane and said, that's the usual stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, this big ass hole opens. Now, granted, they weren't at an elevation yet where that would have been a little bit more significant. So the mask came down. Luckily, no one was hurt, just a lot of panic, a lot of fear. But it turns out that they found the door that came off in some man's backyard. It was crazy.
I don't know, looking around like, who didn't lock that? Like, whose job was it to lock that fucking door?
Man. And you're absolutely right, Fabe. They was very lucky, very lucky. This was like a little after takeoff that all of this happened. Man, when I tell you, look at God is a real line. Look at God. Any higher, them people would have been dead.
Would have been over. Very Batman Banish. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would have been terrible. So what do you now that don't get me wrong, you already had the mental forethought that hey, something can always happen on a plane. But when it does happen more frequently or you see it in the news more often, like what do you do now how do you feel as far outside of being terrified when you're there with family and kids and you kind of got to be the strong one? Like what are you doing? Like, how do you feel inside, seriously?
Yeah. So honestly, I don't think it's gonna change the way I feel when I get on. But what does concern me is that they temporarily grounded the Boeing 737 MAX 9s. And these Boeing planes have been up for a lot of issues over the last couple of years. So now it's almost like you got to add life insurance to your airplane tickets now because it's ridiculous. You don't know what could happen on these joints, but I'm still going to get on there. And the weird thing that I think about when I get on a plane with my wife and my kid is if anybody's going to be there for them in a crazy ass moment of panic, it's going to be me. You know what I mean? So it does give me that sense of, hey, if this is how we got to go, it sucks, but at least we're going to be together. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Feel that, man. Got to put your brave face on at all times, especially with the fam. But keeping this unwritten rules thing going, I might have a fake bone to pick with Mr. Uncle Shannon Sharp, man. Week 18. I mean, some teams made it, some teams didn't, as you know. But hey, James and Winston and New Orleans Saints, unfortunately, they didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So, end of the game, they was up like 25 plus on the Falcons. They call victory formation. Team goes out in true victory formation form, like a 2-yard line, whatever. But they don't need it, like you typically, not even typically, as you always would do in a victory formation. The team in the huddle seems to have a conversation like, yo, our man Wallace back here, He ain't have a touchdown all year, man. Let's get one for him. You know what I'm saying? We up 25. What's the difference? Boom, boom, boom. Touchdown, score. Hey, the crowd knows no better. They don't know no difference. They're just like, hey, they ran a trick play out the victory formation. That's dope. Up 25, but whatever. Nobody's going to the fucking playoffs. Who cares, you know?
Yeah.
End of the game, coaches go at it real fast. Atlanta coach didn't think he didn't like that too much, gave some choice words. Funny stuff as always. But my bone to pick, unfortunately, this one was Shannon Sharp's take on Jameis Winston's job the very next day. He felt he should be cut. It's insubordinate. Like, and straight up, like, yo, he should be cut from the team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you made a decision that was different from management. Long story short, you know what I mean? And I understood why he was mad, but I'm like, in the moment, he called him like he had like a loser mentality and all kinds of shit. I'm just like, damn. Did you see Shannon Sharp's take on it at all by any chance?
Yeah. He went in. He went in. Yeah.
What was your thoughts when you first saw it?
I think it was overkill. You know what I mean? So I've only really played organized basketball. And let me tell you something. The game is on until there's zeros on the shot clock, right? Sure. And that's why we named this live Unwritten Rules, because it seems like in life there are these unwritten rules about what you're supposed to do in competition, in life, in relationships. But if it's never really a established thing, then all we're doing is just sticking to some old myth of doing things. And it doesn't make sense when we try and vilify people who say, no, I thought what they did. Listen, Jamal Williams led the NFL in rushing in touchdowns, period, last year. So to not get any this year made no sense. I would have done the same thing if I was in Jameis Winston's position. Same thing.
That's a fact. I'm happy they felt like, you know what I mean, we got to do this for him if they won't do it for him. You know what I mean? And as a quarterback, as a leader, like, you take those chances. You hope this is the right decision when you make it, but you feel in the moment it's the right decision you made. You know what I'm saying? But that's when being a leader hits back hard. Because now Shannon brings up unfortunate questions where you did kind of go rogue as far as what the organization was leaning towards doing at this point. We weren't up a substantial amount of touchdowns. It is kind of like an unwritten rule. If you are up that much, it's kind of like a mercy rule. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you kind of just stop going to the basket. You see it happen a lot in the NBA as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people still try to get that last three in when you're up 30. Because, you know, I had 8 points. Now I got 11. Give me a little double-double. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people...
it's just like, so like in football, right? Don't they get incentives if they reach a certain mark?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, come on. Like, look at Travis Kelce. He could have kept his streak of 1,000 yards going. Who knows what that would have got him? He's got sat out, right? But he was not in the game. If I'm in the game and I know one more touchdown gets me in $1 million, I don't care. I don't care if we up 40. I'm scoring my touchdown.
Give me the rock, yo. Oh, I'm gonna take that shit. Like, you know, give me the rock. I'm gonna take it. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. But I don't know. I just thought his take was a bit too rash. You know what I'm saying, for a team that wasn't making the playoffs. No harm, no foul. But I think the funniest bit was the James Winston's post-game interview. Like, his eye contact and trying to be like that's how I feel like at work when there's a disagreement. Like, you know what I'm saying? You try to be as corporate and nice about the situation that you feel you're personally right on as you possibly can. You know, so he knows there's 1,000 cameras. They wait to dissect his words. He's just like, what would you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? He turned it back on him. But I liked his approach, man. He kept the G. He stood 10 toes down. Me and the team made a decision. Hopefully I'll get fired.
That's it.
But keeping the unwritten rules, I got a question for you, my good man. Oh wait, what Fabe said? He said, but it wasn't something that went against the organization. The whole team lined up, and that's a fact. And I mean, it wasn't just him. Him and the other 10 guys in the huddle made a choice, and they all went for it. They did it for the team. I respect it. Got to do it. You grind with those guys all season long. Let's get them a touchdown. But I do have a question for you on the unwritten rule. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Could you date a girl that has an identical twin?
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no because that is going to be one of the hardest hangouts in my life. Because You know what I mean? Like, can you like you're already clearly attracted to one. Like, this is your one, and I get it. Not just because they're identical, like because they look the same, don't mean they are the same. I could possibly not even like the woman, but to know that there's a common attraction to both of them, I couldn't put myself in that situation, man. I'd violate that shit.
Like, what if you didn't find out upon intro? Like, you know what I mean? Hey, went out to Starbucks. It was great. Caught a couple of dinners after that. Some movies, dope. Things moving along. Yeah, you got any brothers, sisters? Yeah, I got twin sisters. Oh, word, that's dope. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll go out double date one day. And it's like instant. You both like, oh, y'all identical. It's like y'all really share all the same features. Like, wow, you didn't say all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was just like, you got choices to make. And then I think that would drive me nuts. Is like, yeah, all do the double date. You're not finding out she has an identical twin.
Mm-hmm.
What do you find out? Like, you got the corny twin. It's like, oh, like your jokes hit a lot better than her jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Exactly.
it's like, damn, I got. Am I not? Is it too? Are we too far in the swap? Like, hey, man, it's like, can we do this? A lot of questions got to be asked, but a modern day Jack Tripper, I think I would go with the vibe. I think I rock it out, see where it goes.
Like I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah, identical twin, man. That's tough business. That is tough. We could be good friends. We could definitely be good friends, man. But no relationship with that.
Oh, Steve, if you're free, bro, for the next one, might have a question for you, my good man. You've been on the internet for a very long time. Let us know if you got some time. But I'm gonna ask you before he's able to join or not. Hey, we grew up in the internet age. You know what I'm saying? We was all able to have usernames and I guess MySpace accounts and all this back when we was young. Do you remember your very first like AOL handle?
Yes, I do.
before you tell the crowd, like, how would you feel about that? How would you feel about that name in present day, like with your current job and the way you move as a man? How would you feel? Oh, babe, Steve, if you're free, hit the request to join button. I'll add you in.
Let's just say I wouldn't be able to friend anybody from my job. Like nobody from my job would be able to be on my social media. I think it has something to do with drugs. It was ridiculous, man. Like I thought I was a whole player at that point, man. It was bad.
We all had our early names. We all thought everything was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like my old one. Hey, I'm gonna let it out. Like my old joint was Kid Collector. Oh, there you go. What's good, Steve? Like my old one was yeah, I hear you good. No, you Gucci. But yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, uh. That's how.
See, Steve. The issue was the first time I had to actually fill out something official, and they're sitting across from me. Right, I got a whole suit on. They're like, "What's your email?" I was like, T is it Tom? Y is it yellow? D is it? You know what? Let me get back to you because like I was not about to get it was TyJoe2011 at gmail. I was not gonna get that job if I tell them that's my shit, bro. Like they wasn't gonna hire me.
Yo, good friend of mine. Yo, dope friend of mine. He made a I think he made a Gmail when Gmail first was popping. He's my guy, 1,000 grand. But he refuses to upgrade his email. I'm like, yo, I asked him, I forgot what he needs. So, yo, I was like, yo, give me an email, I'll send it to you. This joint was like Blunt Master Flex, like 50/50 or some shit like that. I was like, yo, fam. I said, yo, you be using this? I said, you be using this? He go, yeah, bro. I see this everywhere. I said, you don't got a corporate version to this? He said, nobody called me back, but this is me, man. I'm like, yo, all right, man, I'm gonna send it. But he said, but if you're gonna put this on a resi, man, just talk to me, man. I would make a new one real fast for you, bro. I was dying, big dying. Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh man.
Definitely.
But yo, listen, Steve, I appreciate your time joining today. For those that are here, yo, tomorrow we are doing a special YouTube only joint, 8:00 p.m. You know what I mean? The quick sneak dissing. You know what I'm saying? Steve got some shit to get off his chest, letting niggas know. You know, they gotta know if they don't know. You know how it go.
Appreciate it.
Man, for
Appreciate
sure,
it,
for
man.
sure.
Ah.
Oh shit.
You heard him.
I need a mic. I ain't got no mic to drop in this motherfucker.
I'm about to drop this bottle right now.
Fine, just drop it. Just drop it. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, yeah, the people that go on Facebook, yeah, man, just brush my teeth. Using the bathroom now. I'm like, dog, we ain't need none of that. We ain't need none of that. Like, yo, people live like. It's too much. It's too much. It's unnecessary. Man. Unnecessary chitty. Oh man, that's a fact. I don't know. We got another question. I don't know if you got time for tonight or you want to share this. This one's kind of spicy. Take it, Sean. Take it.
All right, man. All right. So yeah, man, Steve on here, we get a little spicy sometimes. You know, sometimes the ladies get a little upset with us, but you know, I mean, it is what it is, right? If you're on he said, no, I'm out.
He said, let me make sure both locks is on the door. You don't want a Yeezy coming in the back of your head, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. These is jokes.
Yeah, every Wednesday ducking chancletas, man. But anyway, so you got your partner, you know what I'm saying, and y'all go on a break, and you're the one that asked for the break. Can you be mad if they cheat?
You asked for it, but they execute it. But so what you doing? So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
But
Yeah. He said, "Oh shit!" But damn, Jesus, he dropped the hammer. He said, "Playing house since then." He's, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful what you ask for, man. You gotta be careful what you ask for. You can't be asking for no breaks and get mad when they execute the break.
I agree.
That's rough. Word, 7 and word, like you said, 7 days is one thing. Like 12 months is another. But this 7 days in, it's like, yo, fam. And then but if you turn around with it, but you asked for this.
It was good. Yeah, man. No, yeah.
How about you, Sean? How about you, Sean? What you doing? If you asked for the break, Sean, what's going on?
I can't be mad at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at all. If she cheats, I can't be mad at all. Like honestly, it's to the point of what Steve said, man. Like you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're involved in. And if you don't, then your mind you might get caught up in some bullshit, and you just gonna have to take that L. You know what I mean? It's especially nowadays, man. Like the women got it, man. They making the right decisions. They know what they want in most cases. And if they make a decision, that's it. That's it, man.
Here's a follow-up. All right, here's a follow-up now. All right, boom. You asked for the break, they execute it. We back talking again, right? Not even talking again, but we're having a conversation that the break is over. We're trying to, mend these fences back. Like, are you moving on now? Is that can you swallow that pill? Pause. Can you understand that? We broke up. I executed the kill. Now I'm back. What's up? Can we get back to us? Is there us now? He said, give me a second.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely. I like it. Nice. Yeah.
He said, "Death row in your contact."
Like I said, I'm Suge, and you Tupac. You hear me? I'm Suge and you Tupac. Oh shit.
So here's the last piece of this, right? Because everything you're saying is true, Steve. Everything you're saying is true, Kenny. What about the dudes or the women that ask for the break, but expect the same fucking treatment as if you're still together? Like.
Yeah.
That's the point of the show, baby. Unwritten rules.
Unwritten rules, man. I'm not asking you. Yeah, I'm not picking up this Chick-fil-A. I'm not even calling for your food request no more. We all put on this break. I don't care if you eat or not.
Yeah, because it will happen. You'll have these people that will ask for a break, still show up. Yo, when we eat for dinner, still show up thinking you're gonna pick them up. Yeah.
Word. You need a clean break, if that makes sense. You need a clean break with glue on the side to break if necessary. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we ain't got to break that glue. We'll see how it goes. But keep was asking in the chat, what's the reason for the break? It's a little hypothetical. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as if you ask for the break, what happens on the aftermath?
Yeah. Talk about it. Talk
Mm,
about it.
mm. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, and that's the whole goal with it, man. Because a lot of people they make decisions to get into shit and they ain't really think it through, and then they're in the shit, and then they, yeah, you know,
Mm,
a lot of wild
mm.
shit, and nobody wants to own the bad decisions that they make, and they'll end up calling you on some. Yo, man, I didn't really think she was gonna do that. Like, what you thought? You said you didn't want to be with her.
You said you wasn't in. What you thought? It's like, yo, your co-workers is there every day. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh
Mm-hmm.
man, it's rough. It's rough.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, it's my last bonus question on this quick topic. All right, go on your break. Y'all both come to an amicable agreement to come on back. I see y'all niggas giggling. Y'all ready? All right. Do you? If one of you said to the other one, we only could get back to where we was if you let me know everything that you did, like detail for detail, while during this break.
Shit.
Yeah. Hey, if you explain all the details, we back kosher. We back. Nothing ever happened. But if you keep the details out, we can't go on further. We got to start on the truth platform and go from there. Are you comfortable with that?
Hell,
Facts. If you want us to get back together, I need to know everything you did on this break.
nigga.
Mm,
You will.
correct.
Yeah, and no man is ready to hear that shit. Like, let's be real. You really want to hear that there's been niggas up in her guts? Like, no, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to hear that shit. And then on the flip side of it, if you literally fall for that trap, let me tell you something. You will get eviscerated in the group chat. She is
Absolutely.
instantly going
Absolutely.
to the group chat with
Absolutely.
everything you said.
You
And then
you
the
know this
next,
nigga asked me.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then the next link up, you gonna wonder, yeah, you gonna wonder why they all looking at you crazy because that's a setup. That's a whole setup.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's a
could be
fact.
terrible. That could be terrible, especially if you had like, what you mean there was three of them? You know what? Like, what are we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking? It's like, what are we? Nah, it's not gonna work out. But yo,
Yeah,
Steve,
man.
that's a fact. Okay. Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
girl. I was trying to remember the line. He said, "What's the craziest thing you ever did?" I guess I had sex with old gangbang head without a rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad funny. Mad funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. But yo, Steve, I appreciate your time tonight, broski. For those that are here tomorrow night, 8:00, we're gonna be on YouTube Live, man. We're gonna chop it up some more. A lot of funny more things to talk about. But oh man, that was dope. That was super dope. Thanks for coming through,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Peace.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, to Kenny's point, man, y'all could go right into our profile, click the link in bio to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tomorrow we will be live with the man himself, Steve, aka Fabe Soul.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But tell me, man, what's these? You been watching anything new on your Netflix, man? What's the recommendations in these streets?
Bruh, fool me once. I don't know if anybody on here is big on Netflix, man, but I'm a big Netflix fan. And fool me once, that show was crazy. It's like about 8 episodes, I think 8, 9 episodes. I think it's because we're reconnecting. I know it looks a little grainy. Do I look grainy too? Because I know Kenny looks grainy on my side. Like the connection is a little
Yeah,
fuzzy.
you look a little grainy to me, but
Uh,
I'll come back. Look a
yeah,
little. I'll
IG
build back up.
Yeah, IG don't be want to let us be great, man. But yeah, man, Fool Me Once. It's on Netflix, man. It's a crazy story. Um, y'all definitely gotta check it out. I don't want to do a spoiler or anything like that, but let's just say once that climax hits, when you get into a couple of episodes, man, you're like, yo, because I love the shows that have so much drama that have you guessing who did the dirt from the first episode. Like that shit is crazy. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Fool
Mhm.
me once. I gotta catch that. Gotta catch that.
Yeah.
I did double back on something you recommended some time ago. The Lioness. Me and Jen started getting into that. That's pretty good. We
Good,
definitely
right?
might finish that shit tonight after this live. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was
Yeah.
all right. That shit working.
Yeah. Zoe Saldana don't miss, man. She don't miss. Find me a Zoe Saldana movie that sucked, man, and I'll show
Down.
you that you have bad taste.
Down.
But the next thing I'm excited about is if anybody has seen the documentary on the Netflix called The Quarterback. It featured Kirk Cousins,
Yeah.
Patrick
Interesting.
Mahomes, and oh, why am I drawing a blank on the third guy? Um, but it was three quarterbacks. Go ahead.
Garoppolo.
There you go. Yeah. So it featured three quarterbacks. They're going to be doing the same thing with the NBA. The players featured so far, this is the story here: LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler,
Mm.
Anthony Edwards, DeMontis Sabonis.
Mm.
So they are going to, if you saw the quarterback, they followed Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and
Mhm.
Jimmy Garoppolo throughout the entire season up until, how they finish. They will be doing the same thing with the NBA players that I just named. I'm super fucking hyped. You got to check it out, Fade. That quarterback doc is dope. It's really dope.
The quarterback gonna be super dope. The NBA version gonna be swaggy. Watch, because they be putting that shit on. They putting that shit on in the NBA. It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? They got more games, more
Yeah.
outfits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. All right, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yep.
Add that to the watch list soon.
hmm Yeah, man. So that's gonna be a good one. All right. So where we at now? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, no, just I think we was towards the wrap up part.
Yeah. So just some closing thoughts as we wrap up this live, man. I'm gonna finish it off with some black excellence here. First off, shout out to Angela Bassett, the one of the most impactful. Her legacy in acting is amazing, for bringing home an honorary Academy or
Mm,
honorary Oscar at the 14th annual Governor's Award. If any of you have been paying attention to the news around the Screen Actors Guild and the Screenwriters Guild, the Writers Guild strike ended first, and then the Screen Actors ended, I think, like Q4 of 2023. So they usually have the awards in November, but because it was a strike, would have been a little tacky to have the awards during then. So they just had it this past Sunday, and they had Regina King introduce Angela Bassett. And they shared a very nice embrace. I'll let y'all go on social media to see what that embrace was about. But yo, Angela Bassett, man, talk about, this is just amazing, amazing recognition, so well deserved. And she's the second black actress to receive the award since Cicely Tyson, who was a mentor and a friend of hers, who passed away, I believe, a couple years ago. So
yeah. Oh man,
yeah,
shouts to
man.
Angela Bassett, man. Black excellence
Mhm.
shining through. She don't age. She don't age neither. By the way.
Don't crack, man. Don't
Oh man.
crack. Oh man. And then listen, on top of the first episode for FCP dropping on the 15th, right?
Mm, mm, mm.
The 15th will also be Monday, which is Martin Luther King Day.
Okay.
And here on FCP, we love to talk about our heroes, especially our black heroes, and their impact on us. So, Kenny, I'm going to ask you, man, how has Martin Luther King's legacy impacted your perspective on equality?
It impacts me because he brought it to the forefront. It always felt like it was rumblings as far as I guess inner conversations amongst the home, maybe secret conversations at the workplace back then. But he brought that to the forefront on how equity needs to be something that, I mean, equality could be something that we all should be striving for. that if you take the effort, it's something that can be produced. Sucks that he died for those beliefs. They would seem to be a bigger dream than he could even manifest for himself, but he laid that foreground or footprint on how we need to execute those items. So I always appreciated him, the fact of bringing it to the limelight, the awareness factor of it, because it wasn't as mainstream as it was until he made it so. But it always existed. So I do appreciate that that was his impact for me. How about you?
Oh man, public speaking. I mean, of
Mm-hmm.
course, all of the great foundational things that you mentioned, his place in the movement, but the ability to be in front of thousands of people and have everybody keep their eyes on you and be just with you, word for word for word. Anybody who has any interest in public speaking, in just presence when you're addressing a crowd, you need to go back and watch his speeches and his diction, the way he pronounces words, the way he had emphasis. It was just anytime I listen to his speeches, I'm ready to go out and like tell a story.
Nice.
But that's how he impacts me, in having confidence and having the courage to get in front of people, even though inside I'm nervous as they come. I know that what I'm about to say to them is important. And if he could do it in the face of racism, in the face of possibly being beaten and jailed, then I can do it in the best state that I think our people are, as far as being able to share our voices over the last couple of years. And then the movie Rustin, I don't know if anybody saw that on Netflix. We talked about that way, I think last year. That gave me new found, I want to say, inspiration from him, because Rustin was an openly gay activist who was responsible for organizing the speech he did on Washington. And Martin supported him publicly.
So,
So there's so many things that I get to keep learning about our history and our people, that it just adds to his legacy, at least for me in that sense.
well, I'll take it. I think I got work though.
Yeah.
You know, the black guy job's a little different, but yeah, man. Outside of that, FCP, man. Anything else you got for the people tonight?
Yo, like Kenny said, man, tomorrow we are live at 8 o'clock, featuring the one and only Fabe Soul, Steve Davis, man. Everything sneakers. We are going to be getting into it, man, and we're going to be like Steve said, he's going to be calling out a lot of y'all people that be sneak dissing on the internet, man.
Fact. Oh man, but brother, shit. Till tomorrow, my good man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for checking in with us. Remember, go subscribe after you get over here. Go right to our profile. Click the link in the bio. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to all the social media channels. Follow us everywhere. We got all kinds of content everywhere, man. You will not be disappointed, man. We will see y'all tomorrow live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, bro. Always a pleasure.
Love you, bro.
Love you. Peace.